self-love is great, but if your concept of self is not on point, you're going to notice you're not getting what you want. Self-love and self-concept are not the same thing. Hi guys, it's Gigi. Welcome back to my channel. We talk mostly about manifestation and the law of assumption over here. Be sure to stick around and join our journey fam. If you want to get in touch with me, my link is in the description. I cannot overstate the importance of self-love, but it's not the same as your concept of self. Let's get really granular here. I'm going to read a little bit from this book, Wishes Fulfilled by Dr. Wayne Dyer. Rest in peace. One of the best authors of all time, in my opinion. He studied Neville's work and synthesized what Neville said in a way that makes it so simple. Let's read what is self-concept. Simply put, your concept of yourself is everything that you believe to be true, and everything that you believe to be true about yourself has landed you precisely where you live and breathe every day. Your beliefs about yourself are like the ingredients in a recipe that you use to create your self-concept. Those ingredients or beliefs fall into two specific categories, your outer self-concept and your inner self-concept. I love how Dr. Wayne Dyer explains this. Your outer self-concept includes everything you believe about your innate and learned talents and abilities. Your beliefs about your clumsiness, coordination, athleticism, and musical and artistic talents are a partial list of the ingredients that comprise the recipe of you. These descriptors also apply to everything else about your outer self. Your outer self-concept includes how you view yourself in relationship to health. You define yourself as prone to catching colds or immune to such things, likely to gain weight, inclined towards skin rashes, or predisposed to low energy or high sleep requirements. Given a true-false test on yourself, you'd be able to say with certainty, yes, these things are true about me. They are the beliefs, the ingredients that you use to create you. Notice how these are not immutable laws. These are beliefs. I'm saying that to let you guys know. Your beliefs are changeable. In addition to your intellect, talents, and physical body traits, you spice up your outer self-conception with your personality traits. You know if you're assertive or shy, loud or quiet, pushy or obsequious, fearful or courageous, daring or frightened. And this is only a partial list of personality descriptors. These individual qualities are interpreted as truisms defining yourself and how you function socially. I could continue detailing all of the other ingredients that go into making your outer self-concept, but I've chosen to keep this book short, succinct, and to the point. At this point, I'm simply encouraging you to recognize that your self-concept contains a myriad of self-descriptors regarding this thing that you call your physical body, and that you probably regard them as absolute truth. Side note, they are not absolute truth, which is why you can change these self-descriptors and change your I am statements and also change your entire life. Okay, now let's read about inner self-concept. Your inner self-concept involves your beliefs about the invisible energy and intelligence that is the most significant portion of your being. I've often referred to your inner world as the ghost in the machine. The machine, in my conception, is your body and its 5 senses, as well as all of the physical components that make up your body. The tissue, bones, rivers of fluids, organs, teeth, brain, and everything else are all the machine. And within this machine is an invisible I that you call mind or spirit, comprised of thoughts that direct the machine. And just to clarify, the I is I, as in I am. Obviously, there's an invisible inner as well as outer part of your being. You have a conceptualization of yourself that involves this formless, invisible portion of your being, and you have a pretty specific idea about just how far this inner portion of yourself can take you. You may believe that your thinking apparatus is pretty phenomenal, though not understanding exactly what it is inside or surrounding you that allows you to scratch your forehead or pick up a pencil or move your feet on a dance floor or any of the infinite commands that your mind is capable of directing all day, every day, and for as long as you are alive. You also have a self-concept about what your inner energetic ghost cannot do. Is it capable of thinking itself out of a serious disease? Or is that just a lot of nonsense? Can your invisible intelligence, your imagination, perform feats of alchemy? Does your self-concept contain the power to perform great or even magical acts of transformation? Your self-concept is a blend of your beliefs regarding your connection to a higher power. You believe something about the existence or non-existence of God. You have various points of view about how far faith can carry you. You have acquired specific beliefs concerning the power of your mind. What do your beliefs cook up about your ability to create miracles? Is healing your body or manifesting a long-desired soulmate an ingredient in your self-concept? You might want to open up to there being other beliefs or ingredients that you want to include and contemplate other ways to season your life. Your inner self-concept tells you what you believe your mind is capable of and what it's incapable of as well. You know your mind, that invisible ghost in the machine, is unfathomable. But you also know that there are certain limits to what it can do. Have you ever considered how you are creating your life with this inner self-concept's list of ingredients? Dr. Wayne Dyer meticulously studied Neville Goddard's work to be able to explain to us in very simple terms the difference between outer self-concept and inner self-concept. This crazy concoction of beliefs that we think are unchangeable oftentimes, but really we have so much agency, so much power in being able to shift these beliefs, shift our self-concept to be someone else, to change our identity, to be someone new. And Dr. Joe Dispenza talks about this in Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself from a slightly more scientific perspective. But whether you want to look at it from Neville Goddard's perspective and the way Dr. Wayne Dyer is explaining it in this book, or you want to look at it from a more neuroscience-y kind of perspective, it's all the same thing. You can love yourself as much as you want, but how are you thinking about yourself? What are the beliefs shaping how you show up in this world and what you believe to be absolutely true? And how can you shift them to work in your favor? That's a really important question. And I really still want you to use all the techniques that I've talked about in the past, doing mirror work and saying self-love affirmations and treating yourself with the utmost respect, prioritizing yourself, pouring into yourself first before trying to take care of others. I think that's all so key. But there are people who hate themselves, who are despicable humans, and yet they're still getting everything they want. They're in a terrible mood and they're treating people horribly in the process, but they're still getting everything they want. I'm sure you can think of a few people like that, unfortunately. Self-love does not guarantee manifestation. Self-love is not the same as self-concept, but they're both super important aspects of consciously manifesting, especially if you want to live a happy and fulfilled life. And I also will link above the video that I have about the 4 pillars of manifestation. That's probably my best video explaining 4 critical components that are non-negotiables if you want to actually get what you want and not go around in circles watching 10 billion videos and reading 10 billion books trying to figure it out. If you cover those 4 things that I talk about, you'll be getting your manifestations before you know it. I'm going to end the video here, but let me know what you think about the difference between self-concept and self-love in the comments. I'm curious to hear your thoughts and let me know what else you want to see. This was a highly requested topic, so that's why I made this video. I always respond to the topic requests that you guys make to the best of my ability. So I love you all from the bottom of my heart, and until next time, bye!